Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Covert Killer by Strosahl. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, in each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6, exactly once each. We also have killer cages in the grid. Normally digits can't repeat in a cage as listed in the rules, but in this case they're all in the same row or box, so they already can't repeat. But anyway, the digits in the cage sum to the value in the top left, but this is part of our coded theme week. So you're going to have to decode what these letters mean. I'll go over that in a second. And so whatever these digits are, they're going to add to E. And then we also have little killers outside of the grid. Whatever cells they point to all the way to the end of the grid, you sum those up and they're going to sum to whatever that letter is. So these two sum to B, these two sum to D. And it's up to us to figure out what the letters mean. The killer totals have been coded with letters. Same letters must equal the same total, but different letters may or may not equal the same total. So for all we know, A, B, C, and D are all the same total, and F here, E and F. But they could also all be different totals. But this A and the A little killer have the same total as each other. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, well, C goes here, so it's a 1 to 6. But it's the sum of two digits. So it's at least 3. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. B is the sum of two digits as well. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to be a different digit because these two share a box. A is the sum of two digits. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. D is the sum of two digits. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this E and this E are the same. So we max out at 11. If this was a 5-6 pair, then E would be 11. And we're minimum 6, but actually, C, yeah, C, okay. That's still pretty open. What else can we say? F here. F is also down here, so F maxes at 11. Oh, sorry, this is I just noticed this A is 3 cells. So the minimum we could put into A here is 1, 2, 3, which adds to 6. And then we also need a single digit here, which maxes at 6. So the minimum is 6 here, the maximum is 6 here. So A is actually 6. Now B could also be 6, but D and C are now limited to 5. That makes this a 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, this is a 4, 5 pair, so that's our 6. So E adds to 9. Okay, 9 and 3 has 3 different ways to add to it. But let's think about C here. C is 3, 4, or 5. We know that E is 9. So if it was 3, this would be a 6. If it was 4, this would be a 5. And if it was 5, this would be a 4. Because these two are the same as C, because of the little killer here. And then E, and then this just makes E jump up to 9. We know that A is 6. So this is 1, 5, or 2, 4. Is F used elsewhere? F is one of these two. So we max at 11, which means this maxes at 5. Because this adds to 6. And so F can only go up. Actually, F can only be 9, actually. So if this is 6, then we'd be a 1, 2, or 3 to get to 9. Up to 9. So we're 7, 8, or 9 is what I'm trying to say. In case that was unclear. Oh, 4, 5 pair actually makes D a 3. Where else is D used? D is used here, so it has to be a 1, 2. Oops, it has to be a 1, 2 pair, and that's our 3. So that is not a 3. So actually, F adds to 8 or smaller. These two digits are a 1, 2 pair. Huh. Okay, what else is going on here? 8 or smaller. So it's 7 or 8, right? Yeah, it's 7 or 8. There's not much to mark for 7 or 8 in a 2-cell cage, though. What else can I do? These two 6s look up. 6 is one of these two. Am I ignoring a clue? Probably. E, maybe? Where else is E used? So E, yeah, we know E is 9. And then we know C is 3, 4, or 5. Yeah. I wonder if F is actually limited. 7 or 8. So what do these two add to then? So if this, let's say this was 7, Well, we also have a degree of freedom here. That's a lot. That's a lot of freedom, actually. I'm not going to think about that right now. We do have these threes looking in, so threes in one of these two. Trying to see if there's anything. Let's see. What does E add to? We don't know. 3, 4, or 5. It could be 3, I think. The 1-2 pair here seems to work. We have a lot of 1-2s to resolve. D is 3. We got that. A is 6. You know, this actually uses up... Oh, wait, hold on. We have a 1-2 pair here. I was going to say... But let me finish that sentence first. This uses up the 1 and the 2 for the box. Because this adds to 6, which uses a 1 or a 2. And this is the other one. But we actually have this 1-2 pair here. So... this is the 1-2, and this is 4-5. So this is the 1-2 pair that I was just talking about. So 3 is one of these two. But these are 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, 6 is placed in this box. So that's not a 6. B is not 6. Does that help? We don't really know what's going on here. But we're never putting a 6 on the B sum, because B sums to at most 5. Even if it summed to at most 6, we were not going to put a 6 on it. So the 6 goes here. So that's not a 6. Which I think means this isn't a 3. Because E is 9, right? Yeah, so that's not a 3. So that's a 4-5 pair. So this is a 3-6 pair. What do these add to? C? 4 or 5. So they're definitely not a 6. So that's 3. That's 6. So this is a 1 or a 2 to get us to 4 or 5. What else is happening here? 6 is placed here. That's our last 6. This is a 3, 4, 5. Anything else? So what's B add to? Well, B does not add to 3 anymore, because this can't be a 1-2. It would be too many 1-2s in the box. So B adds to 4 or 5. If it added to 4, it would be a 1-3, but the 3 is gone. So it adds to 5. That's 4. That's 5, which means this is a 1 to get to 9. That's not a 5. And so now we know B is 5 without a 3, so it's a 1, 4. That's our 4, that's our 1, that's a 2, and this is a 5. That's our 1. We get the 2 and the 1 here as well. What does F add to? I don't know. Hold on. 2 and 1. So what does F add to? We don't know. Well, it adds to 7 or 8, which we already knew. 7 will be 3. Okay, what are these? This is 3. This is 2, 3, and this is 4, 5. So this is 4, this is 5. So, yeah, we still don't really know. Could be a 7 or 8. The 1 in this row goes here. This is a 2 or a 3. This is a 2 or a 3. 2, 3 pair gives us the 3 in this box. What is going to resolve all this? What's this pair? Oh, actually, they're resolved. This is a 4, and this is a 2. So we have these 2 3s to resolve, and we have these 4 5s to resolve. Oh, it's A. A is doing it. A is 6. And so that's a 5. That's a 4. That's a 5. That's a 4. And then what resolve? Oh, we now know F is 8. So this has to be 3 and 2 and 3 and 2. And we're done. All right. Nice puzzle, Scott. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was an interesting decode there. Had to really bounce around between what was what. Anyway, how'd you do?